Good day, everyone. I am Madeline Jasmine M. Magbanwa, a Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English from Cavite State University, Imus Campus. I'm honored to be your facilitator for today's BLEPT review session on the survey of Afro-Asian literature. This session is designed to help us not only prepare for the exam, but also to gain a deeper understanding of the rich cultures and literary traditions of Afro-Asian countries. Let's make the most of this opportunity to learn and engage together. Before we start our review, here's the instructions. There are a total of 10 questions for this review. Second, you may get a piece of paper and a pen to answer. Third, you will have 10 seconds to answer each question. Fourth, the correct answer will be shown right after each number. Now, are you ready? Let's begin. So, for our question number one, okay, time is up. Now, what is the primary focus of Afro-Asian literature? What do you think is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter C, expressing indigenous cultures, struggles, and tradition. Now, why do you think letter C is the correct answer? Why? Because Afro-Asian literature highlights the rich heritage, diverse traditions, and historical struggles of African and Asian people, like colonization and liberation. Now let us review our destructors for this number. Letter A, analyzing the influence of classical Greco-Roman myths on global storytelling tradition. Now, this is incorrect because Greco-Roman myths belongs to Western literature, specifically from Europe. Next, letter B, this is incorrect, documenting historical events with exact dates and facts. This describes historical or documentary writing, not the main goal of Afro-Asian literature, which is more thematic and reflective rather than strictly factual. For letter D, celebrating only traditional folklore without contemporary issues. Why is it wrong? Because Afro-Asian literature includes folklore, but also addresses modern social and political issues, and it's not limited to just traditional stories. So that's for question number one. Let's proceed to our question number two. Okay, time is up. So for our question number two, which statement best describes the two major divisions of literature? The correct answer is letter A. They are prose and poetry. Now, let us know why this is the correct answer. A is the correct answer because these are the two primary classifications of literary works. All literary texts are generally categorized under prose and poetry. Now let us discuss our destructors. For letter B, they are fiction and non-fiction. This is incorrect. Why? Because these are the subdivisions of prose, not the main divisions of literature, meaning these are under prose. Next, letter C, they are poetry and drama. So this is incorrect because drama is a form of either prose or poetry, often written in script form for performance. It is not one of the two main divisions of literature. And last, letter D, they are novels and short stories. So this is incorrect because these are under prose. Now, we're done with question number 2. Let us proceed with question number 3. Okay, time is up. So the question here is, it consists of 5 lines of 57577 syllables, including at least one caesura or pause, often tell a brief story or express a single thought or insight, and the common subjects are love and nature. What is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter B, tanka. Now, why do we think that letter B is the correct answer? Now, tanka is a traditional Japanese 5 line poem with a 57577 syllables pattern. It predates haiku, includes a caesura, and expresses a deep emotions, often about love, nature, or the season. Now let us discuss our destructors. Letter A, renga. Renga is not the correct answer because renga is a collaborative linked verse poem, usually longer, written by multiple poets taking turns. It does not follow the fixed 5 line 57577 structure. Next, letter C, choka. This is incorrect because choka is a longer form of Japanese poetry with alternating lines of 5 and 7 syllables, ending in a 577 couplet. It is not limited to 5 lines. Now for our last destructor, for letter D, Hoku. Hoku is the opening stanza of a renga and the predecessor to the modern haiku, which follows a 575 pattern, not 5 lines. So this is incorrect. Now we're done with question number 3. Let us proceed with question number 4. Time's up. What is the typical poem of Arabic literature during pre-Islamic period? The correct answer is letter D, ode. Now let us know what is ode. Letter D, ode. The pre-Islamic Arabic poem called the Qasida was a long, formal ode expressing praise, lament, pride, or love, often recording tribal history and pattern. So this is the correct answer for question number 4. Now let us identify or discuss the destructors. Letter A, sonnet. Sonnet is a European poetic form particularly associated with Italian and English literature. For example, Petrarch and Shakespeare. It did not originate from or define Arabic poetry. So this is incorrect. Next, letter B, elegy. So letter B is incorrect because elegy is a form of mourning and it is not a type of poem, not a defining form of pre-Islamic Arabic literature. Though elegiac themes may appear in qasidas, they are not the dominant structure. And for our last destructor, letter C, ballad. So this is incorrect because ballad is a narrative poem typically associated with folk traditions and Western cultures. It uses a simple rhyme and meter scheme and was not part of Arabic literary tradition during the pre-Islamic era. Now that we're done with question number 4, let us proceed with question number 5. Time's up. So, for our question number 5, this period was characterized by delicacy and refinement, although inferior in terms of literary arts, but great in learning. So, the correct answer is letter D, song. So, why letter D? the correct answer because the Song Dynasty 960 to 1279 was known for its cultural sophistication, delicacy, and refinement, especially in arts, music, and philosophy, despite being less prominent in the literary arts. Now, let us discuss our distractors. So for letter A, we have the Tang. Letter A is incorrect because the Tang dynasty is traditionally considered to the golden age of Chinese poetry and literary arts, not inferior. It was a period of flourishing culture and literary achievement, especially in poetry and prose. Letter B, Qing. This is incorrect because the Qing dynasty is not mentioned in the provided sources as being particularly characterized by delicacy, refinement, or inferiority in literary arts. Its cultural profile is distinct and does not match the description in the question. And last destructor, it's the Yuan dynasty. The Yuan dynasty is incorrect because it was marked by cultural tension, the rise of vernacular literature, and social stratification, with the little focus on delicacy and refinement. So, this is for the question number 5. Now, let us proceed to our question number 6. Time's up. Time's up. Now, in Afro-Asian literature, what role does nature often play? The correct answer is letter A, symbol of cultural identity and spirituality. Now let us discuss why is this the correct answer. Now, letter A, in Afro-Asian literature, nature symbolizes harmony, identity, and ancestral ties, reflecting cultural roots and spiritual beliefs. Now let us discuss on our destructors. Letter B, mere backdrop for human action. So letter B is incorrect because nature is rarely just a passive setting. It plays an active symbolic role that influences characters and themes rather than serving only as a background. Letter C, source of conflict and destruction only. So letter C is incorrect because while nature can present challenges, it is not portrayed solely as destructive. It embodies balance and renewal, not just conflict. So letter Z is incorrect. And last, letter D, tool for promoting industrial progress. So D is incorrect because nature is usually portrayed as something to be respected or preserved, not primarily as a resource of industrialization or economic gain. So that's it for question number 6. Let us proceed with question number 7. Okay, time is up. So for question number 7, what is the central message of Rabindranath Tagore's poem Where the Mind is Without Fear? The correct answer is letter C, freedom through knowledge and unity. Now let us discuss why this is the correct answer. Freedom through knowledge and unity, the poem expresses a vision of a nation where people are free from fear and oppression, united by truth, knowledge, and a fearless mind. Now let us discuss our destructors. Letter A, the power of wealth and success. This is incorrect because the poem does not focus on material wealth or personal success. Instead, it highlights inner freedom and moral strength, not external riches or achievements. Next, letter B, acceptance and social inequality. This is incorrect because in Tagore's poem calls for breaking down barriers like narrow mindedness and division rather than accepting inequality. It envisions a society where people rise above discrimination and prejudice. Letter D, the inevitability of fate. So this is incorrect because the poem inspires active change and hope, encouraging people to strive for a better future. It does not suggest that fate is fixed or unchangeable. Now, this is for question number 7. Let us proceed with question number 8. Okay, time is up. So, for question number 8, his subsequent works feature similar social criticism dealing with themes of war and post colonial identity. So, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter B, Nuruddin Feira. So, who is Nuruddin Feira? Nuruddin Feira. So, who is Nuruddin Feira? He is a Somali novelist, and his first novel, From a Crooked Rib, was published in 1970 and has been described as one of the cornerstones of modern East African literature today. Feira has also written plays both for stage and radio, as well as short stories and essays. Now, let us describe our destructors. Letter A, Mugiwa Thiong'o. So letter A is incorrect because he is one of Africa's most important and influential post-colonial writers. Next, letter C, Alama Bangko. His works are written primarily in French and are well known for their biting wit, sharp satire, and insightful social commentary into both Africa and African immigrants in France. So letter C is incorrect. And letter D, Ousmane Sembène. So Ousmane Sembène is a widely acknowledged as a seminal figure in both African literature and film. So letter D is incorrect. Now that is for question number 8. Let us proceed with question number 9. Time's up. Now for question number 9. Which of the following work is a classic example of early Philippine literature that reflects oral tradition and pre-colonial beliefs? The correct answer is letter B, Biyag ni Lamang. Now, what is Biyag ni Lamang? Biyag ni Lamang is an Ilocano epic and one of the earliest known examples of Philippine literature. It showcases pre-colonial beliefs, supernatural elements, and oral storytelling traditions common in early Filipino society. Now, that is the correct answer for question number 9. Let us discuss our destructors. For letter A, the Ramayana. So this is incorrect because this is a famous Indian epic, not Philippine literature. Although part of the Afro-Asian literary tradition, it belongs to South Asian, not Southeast Asian literature. So this is incorrect. Next, letter C, The Tale of Genji. Again, this is incorrect because this is a Japanese novel written by Murasaki Shikibu and is considered the world's first novel, but it is part of East Asian literature. So, this is not the correct answer. Letter D, Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. So, this is incorrect because this is a collection of Persian quatrains, Rubaiyat, part of Middle Eastern literature, not Philippine literature. So, that is for question number 9. Now, let us proceed with question number 10, our final and last question. Time is up. Now, for our question number 10, which of the following is a famous Thai literary work that reflects theme of loyalty, honor, and war and is based on Thai folklore and history? So the correct answer is letter A, Ramakien. So what is Ramakien? So letter A is Thailand's national epic derived from the Indian Ramayana but adapted to Thai culture and traditions. It highlights Thai values such as loyalty, bravery, and familial honor and is told through both literature and traditional dance drama performances. Letter B, Mahabharata. So letter B is a major Indian epic, not Thai literature. Although it shares some thematic similarities, it belongs to Hindu and Indian traditions. So letter B is incorrect. Letter C, the Dhammapada. So this is incorrect because while this is a respected Buddhist scripture, it is not a narrative work of Thai folklore or myth, but a collection of Buddha's sayings, and its origin is more closely associated with Pali text from India or Sri Lanka. And for our last destructor, letter D, the Book of the Dead. So this is incorrect because this is an ancient Egyptian funerary text and has no connection with Thai literature or folklore. So that's all, and thank you for joining today's review session. I hope this has been a productive and insightful experience for everyone. Remember to review your notes and stay curious about the rich literary traditions we explored today. I'm Madeline Jasmine Magbanra from Cavite State University Imus Campus, and I look forward to seeing you all at our next session. Happy studying and a good luck on BLEPT.